Lisa, I'm proud that you. Just little things to celebrate yourself. So the first sentence is your name. I'm proud that you. 7 things to celebrate you for, because we don't celebrate ourselves enough. At all. We don't celebrate ourselves enough. We wait for other people to celebrate us, and they don't celebrate us enough. So we're a bunch of under-celebrated, under-acknowledged people walking around waiting to be celebrated and acknowledged. And the fact is, you're teaching people how to treat you. So if you're not celebrating you, how can you expect me to celebrate you? You haven't shown me how you like being celebrated. You haven't showed me how to, like women, we've got to show men how to love us. They got to show us how to love. We can't hold them accountable for knowing how to love us. We're interesting beings. Right? Men are like a light switch. Women are like a cockpit of an airplane. There's a lot of buttons. There's a lot of buttons. And so I realized that I didn't celebrate me, so I had to learn how to celebrate me. And so, Lisa, I'm proud that you. 7 different endings. 7 different endings. And then the second thing, this was the hardest one, you guys. This is where you're going to want to quit. This is where you're going to start talking bad about me, but it's all right. Just do it and then do it. And the second one was where I cut the shackles of blame, shame, guilt, and regret of all my decisions. And that was, Lisa, I forgive you for. That one, that'll cripple you for a minute. That'll get it caught up in your throat. I didn't understand what I was saying for the first 2-3 months. Because I was crying so much. I would say it, but I was like, and I forgive you. And every time I got to endangering your son's life, that was the one that took me down. That was the statement. Because I knew that and I didn't tell you guys the whole story, but my son's life was in danger too, because he was extremely sick, and I didn't know it. And so I forgave myself every day. I cut the shackles of blame, shame, guilt, and regret. And I don't want you to think, as I'm standing fast, that it was easy or pretty. It was ugly. It was ugly and slow and crocodile tears and just like dry heaving. Just think about what you would forgive yourself for right now. You'll feel the emotion. Just think about it. And then let it cross your mouth. Then look into your own eyes while you say it. I figure play big or go home, right? I'm going to be with me all my life. Everywhere you go, there you are. Everywhere you go, there you are. So I might as well go and get face to face with me. Love me, celebrate me, forgive me. Because everywhere I go, there I am. I keep trying to outrun me. And I can't outrun me. The last sentence was I would always show up for everybody else came, but I wasn't showing up for me. So the last sentence was, Lisa, I commit to you that. And I made daily commitments to myself. Lisa, I commit to you that today I'll only say yes when I want to say yes. And I'll say no when I desire and choose and need to say no today. And every day I did it, Cain. Every day. Every day. And I slowly saw myself turn my crawl into a walk, turn my walk into a run, and turn my run into a soar. And when I felt myself soaring, and I remembered the steps I did, very tangible, very real, no magic, no hocus pocus, no hookups. When I saw the real life experience of me, then I said, oh, well, if I can do this for me, maybe I can help other people. Maybe other people are interested. Maybe someone else is in their crawl. Maybe someone is in their walk. Maybe someone is in their run. Maybe someone just wants to continue to soar. So I'm just share with them what I got. So I promise you, my doing what I do now is the result of rescuing myself, and it worked. I just rescued myself, and it worked. And I thought, well, hell, I'm a hard head. All day long, y'all know that, right? I'm a roughneck. Don't tell me what to do. Invite me and let me choose. Right? I always say, I think when the doctor wants to slap me on my butt, I was like, I don't want that side, I want this side. I'm trying to run things from day one. I mean, that's always me. I was always trying to run stuff. And so I knew if I could penetrate me in my life, and I did it backdoor. I didn't go to conferences. I didn't go to workshops initially. I didn't go to any. I did not have access to that. When I went to I was looking for the first workshop to go to, because I wanted to go to workshop, I looked at the yellow pages on the W. So when you said the yellow pages, I was cracking up. Because I'm like, y'all know workshop's not in. They got a whole life of their own. You got to know somebody who knows somebody about a workshop. Like they're not, but I didn't know where to go. So I just said, well, I pulled together everything I did for me, and I started sharing with other people. And that's how I came up with my curriculums. That's literally, I was 12 years in the business before I ever saw someone else's work. And so at that point, I realized that what was always called on me was, your life doesn't belong to you, Lisa. I'm using you. And I remember God telling me, and I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person, but God kept saying, Lisa, I'm calling you to save, to heal my children. And I was at Hyde Park Elementary. And I said, I am. I'm right here at Hyde Park. And then he said, I want you to heal people across the city. So I started working with the city. They said, I want you to heal California. Well, that's when I got scared. Because California didn't all look like me. And I knew my comfort zone was with African Americans in South Central because I knew that story. And so I started back and back. And God said, I didn't ask you to heal black people. I didn't ask you to heal Christians only. I said, heal my children. And when I tell you, God kept calling me and I kept hanging up. I'm the only one? I'm the only right. God kept calling me, I kept saying, call me back later. I got that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it later. Because by now I made a little money. My son was getting older. I was making some money. I was doing some things. God, call me back later. And I'd hang up on God. God, press redial. I'm like, I didn't mean call me back right now. This is later. And I promise you, I started stepping out further because I couldn't get a good night's sleep. I couldn't get a good night's sleep knowing I was playing at half-mast. I knew every day I was one day older. Every day I was one day closer to my transition. Every day I let another day go by at 70%. I promise you, it was in the discomfort of playing small that I decided to play big. It wasn't in the, I want to play big. It was like, dang, for real? But now I'm comfortable, because now every day I'm scared. Now I'm like, I know I'm playing big because I'm nervous. So now I know I'm saying yes to my calling.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, one more and then I'm going to let you guys go.